Good morning and good afternoon. We're going to mess around with the text tool and some layer styles. So start by downloading the picture of the van that is linked in the description for this video. Once you've downloaded that picture, please open it. Once you've opened up your picture of the van, zoom in a bit. And now that you've zoomed in, let's take a look at the fact that the layer is currently locked. We can leave that, that's fine. We don't want to actually put anything on this background layer. What we want to do is we're going to be using the text tool today. That's the tool that is 3/4 of the way down. It has a little T, it says hello. If you click and hold on it with the left mouse button, you'll see there are a few different styles of tool you can do. Right now we're just going to use the horizontal type tool. Now wherever I click, it's going to set my words. That is just the default, puts it in there so it shows you what you're going to do. You can change the sample image. For this very first one, let's just do something really easy. And up at the top, let's just start with Arial. Now it says Arial right here. Now you notice that there is regular. If you hit the little down arrow, you have the ability to make it italic, or bold, or bold italic. I can change how big and how small it is. This is a very large image, so if I make it 6-point font, it becomes super tiny. You can also see how big it is because of how many pixels there are. And this is only at 72 ppi. So 72 point. Alright, and what I want you to do is just type anything that you would like to type. You'll also notice up top that you have the option to have it be sharp, crisp, strong. It makes very tiny little differences with this. I'll set it to none right now. You can also change it so that it is centrally aligned to where you click, or that it's right aligned. I'm just going to leave it on left aligned for right now. And you can change the color to whatever you would like. Of course, that was already typed in as green. And let's make it stand out a little bit. Next to the choice of color, gives you the option to bend it. So I can twist it. If you don't like what you did, you can just cancel it. So you can do a lot of changes before you start doing anything with the layer styles by just messing with the text style. So just pick, anything that you really want. Move it to a location where you can read it. Now this is so far looking pretty awful, but that's okay. We're just messing around with stuff. You see over here in the layers that it has a T on it, and you can rename it what you want it to be. But usually the name of it is whatever like the start of the text actually is, and that's not a bad way to have it be. And if I hit the little eyeball, I can turn it on and off. So let's go into styles. I can do layer style, and there we go, and hit blending options. I can also go and right click the layer and select blending options. Now I can select as many or as few of these options as I want. When I click on it, if I turn it off, even if I make the changes and I don't like the changes and I'm not going to use it, I can always just turn it off and it'll be fine. But if I turn it on, preview's good. So you see here in the preview what it's going to do. So bevel and emboss. I can do inner bevel, outer bevel, emboss, pillow emboss, stroke emboss. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But if I just hit OK, you can now see that it kind of did this beveling on the words. Oh, that's pretty ugly. If I double click the word effect, it brings it back up. I can turn that off if I want. So I can take a look at some other things. So what stroke does is it adds a line. You can either do inside, outside, or in the center. So if I do a stroke on the outside, I can make it bigger or smaller. I can change the color of it. Oh yeah, now we're starting to get really ugly. I can even do a gradient fill, or color, or even pattern. I can cast a shadow inside of it. I can have it glow on the inside. If you notice, it lightened up a whole lot, and I can change the glow color if I want. This is how we're going to end up doing some neon letters later on, but right now we're just showing you the basic things you can do. I can do an outer glow, so if I want it to be like almost like a light bulb, I can have it create a shadow. So if I change the distance, you can see how it's kind of dropping that shadow in there. You can have it fuzzier, less fuzzy. I can change the angle of it based on my light source. I can add additional things. It's going to start getting real ugly. I can change the glow colors. So it does it starts glowing blue, but since it's orange, the blue and the orange mix together and form that color. So what I'd like for you to do, and then I just hit OK. And it shows me a list of all the effects that I currently have going. And I can change some of my properties here if I want. 980 is going to make that a little bit too big. 98. Go down to 50. So what I'd like for you to do is put, let's go with 4 different little sayings, one in each corner. So one in that corner. So I want you to just do 4 different experiments with the text tool. Make them all look completely different. It can say whatever you want, just keep it appropriate. And then I want you to save the image as a JPEG and keep it on your computer until we hand in all of our text files together. So this is going to be our first text file where you're just experimenting a little bit with layer style. I'll be around to help. Make sure you click a bunch of things and have some fun doing it.